Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma State's offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's caught downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
They'll run play action. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Back to throw, it's Avent. Now adjusting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Caught behind the line. It's Moncrief. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open
okay, you'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check on the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Slithers into space. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Burden. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Cowboys need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Complete downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, what a cut! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Right down the middle. And it's caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're dealing with a second and long. They just keep firing. Setting up the screen. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Find his big tight end. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, it's Avant. Moving out to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it first and 10 from the 28. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
Intercepted intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
They'll run it to the right. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down. He'll try to take it back. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged out of the air. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Cowboys have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Zings it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cowboys will keep this drive going.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Smashes ahead. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cowboys! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Moncrief. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Gives it to the back on the draw. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Avant. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Trying to do it on the ground. Running to Green. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Burden. Gets away from... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
To the air. It's Avant. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. All by himself. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback running on the draw. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Burden. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Card in the backfield. It's Burden. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys!
I like the aggressive play call by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quick release by the QB. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back. It's Avant. It's complete on the right side. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it up to 34. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the draw. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run, it's Burden. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and that might open up some big plays down the field.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go in the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced with this offense down the stretch. This is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Off play action. Got his man on the right. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. to throw, and he's running out of time. Tight end getting vertical. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. It came down to the final quarter. Much plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle